Hello, YouTube. How y'all doing today? I am Queen Lillie, and welcome to my live. This is Life Under Trump, Part 68. We had a good live yesterday, and let's anticipate on have a good live today. We all got along in the chat, so we're going to get along today. So let's be respectful in my chat, okay? I love each and every one of you beautiful kings and queens. So, again, this is Life Under Trump, Part 68. There's a lot going on from Donald Trump and Elon Musk not following the judge's orders. Some more of Kendra Lamar. Yes. We're going to try to give you a little bit more of that as well. It is Black History Month. Happy Black History Month to each and every last one of you beautiful kings and queens. I value you and I appreciate you. Thank you for coming to my live. So, again, let's go over a couple of the rules. Let's be kind to one another in the chat. And most importantly, respect me, the host, Queen Lillie of the Queen Lillie Show. Also, if you like what I'm doing, send me a super chat or a super sticker. It is all welcome. Also in my description, my Venmo. Yes, you can send me something through Venmo. And there's a PayPal link there as well. So if you have PayPal and you don't have any of the other things, send me something through PayPal. It is all welcome. Again, thank you for coming to my live. I am Queen Lillie. This is Part 68, A Life Under Donald Trump. A lot of us are not pleased with what's going on with Donald Trump. Hey, Queen Vera, how you doing, beautiful? How you doing? So, a lot of us voicing our opinions. Don't go around being quiet because it's not working in your favor. Speak up. If you don't like something that's been done by the government, speak up. I do it every day here on YouTube. Yes, I do. So again, what we're talking about, Life Under Trump, Part 68, from Elon Musk, Donald Trump, the Dems, and a little Kendra Lamar, because that performance was immaculate. And a lot of the Republicans and MAGA, they don't understand his performance. But do your research. It was symbolism. A great performance with symbolism. Open your horizon. Wake up. I love you. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. First, I'm going to take a sip of water because it's hot. To me, it is. Also, as you guys know, there's a movement going on for the red lipstick movement. And if you would like to be a part of that movement, go to my website. The link is in my bio. IamLillyYoung.com, and you can purchase this lipstick, which is an organic lipstick, the Red Lipstick Hustler. Yes, this is my own brand, the Red Lipstick Hustler. You too can own it. It is an organic lipstick, and this particular shade is Romance. Yes, rose gold casing, marble casing. It goes on so smooth and lovely. This is a part of the red lipstick movement. I wear my red lipstick every day. Get you some organic lipstick from the Red Lipstick Hustler. Link is in my bio. So let's get on to Part 68 of Life Under Trump. Yes, let's get it started. I hope y'all doing well today. How are y'all doing? Well, hey, King Cubicle. Hey, Wasim, King. Okay, I see you a king. Hey, King Playboy. Hey, Subhawker. No, it is red lipstick. This is the red lipstick movement. Look it up. Get informed about it. It's about resisting what Elon Musk and Donald Trump is doing to this country. You must resist.
Disturbing comments to the press in the Oval Office saying that maybe we have to look
Hit
at
that
the
like
judges.
button.
Donald Trump and his allies in recent days, including jdvance and Elon Musk and Republican members of Congress, have been furious that judges have been knocking down some of Trump's illegal moves. They've been posting on social media to either ignore the judges' rulings outright or find a way to get rid of them. Now, Before I show you this clip, I just want to tell you the game that Elon and Trump and Vance and all these people play to cover up their own corruption. They call the other people corrupt. So in this case, you're going to see Donald Trump calling the judges corrupt, their rulings corrupt, their rulings that are actually upholding the rule of law. And they make up things like, oh, they just don't want us to get rid of all the fraud. They just don't want us to get rid of all the waste. It's all like straight out of Vladimir Putin's Russia or North Korea. This is pure propaganda. But let me show you what Trump just said in the Oval Office. Oh, and by the way, a new episode of the Midas Touch podcast is out right now on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Remember to check it out.
And some of the things that we found, which are shocking, billions and billions of dollars of waste, fraud, and abuse. And I think it's very important. And that's one of the reasons I got elected. I said, we're going to do that. Nobody had any idea it was that bad, that sick, and that corrupt. And it seems hard to believe that judges want to try and stop us from looking for corruption, especially when we found hundreds of millions of dollars worth, much more than that, in just a short period of time. And we want to weed out the corruption. And it seems hard to believe that a judge could say, we don't want you to do that. So maybe we have to look at the judges, because that's very serious. I think it's a very serious violation.
Donald Trump just made some disturbing comments to the press in the
You
Oval Office
guys.
saying that maybe we have.
The corruption is Donald Trump himself. He puts that out there because he knows that his MAGA followers are going to believe anything that he says. No matter how much this man lies, people fall for the banana tail pipe. Believe me, the judges are going by the law. What him and Elon are doing are against the law. They have corrupted the presidency more. The judges are not corrupt. Donald Trump himself is a corrupt being. Donald Trump himself and Elon Musk are both con artists. Donnie Boy and Elon Musk are trying to brainwash the American citizens so they can take more of your funding that we paid in with our tax dollars. Be careful what Donnie Boy is saying to you, because it's just like witchcraft. Be careful. I watched something that really baffled me at the game, which I wasn't for the Chiefs anyway. But this YT lady was sitting at the game with a voodoo doll of one of the guys from the Chiefs. She was sticking the voodoo doll with a pen. Voodoo and witchcraft is real. When Donald Trump is speaking, he makes it a subliminal message. Witchcraft. One moment, please.
Politics is just finding more inventive ways to say slurs, more specifically the N-word. And I think this is perfectly encapsulated in these aviation disasters that we saw. And I mean, this even goes back to like Lee Atwater in the 1980s saying that you can't say the N-word anymore. You have to say forced busing. You have to say raising taxes. And all of it's just a euphemism to advance an agenda of racial antagonism.
It goes back to what Charlie Kirk said last year on his podcast called Thought Crime, which this was a thought crime, when he said,
you want to go thought crime? Like, I'm sorry. If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
If that doesn't give the game away, I don't know what does. Whenever conservatives like Charlie Kirk, people who follow this line of thinking, see a black person, a Latino person, an Asian person, a woman in a professional career, they immediately assume that they are unqualified. There is never the idea that this person can have done the job. The first thought in their mind is they got here because of DEI. Yeah. They had lower test scores. A white guy would do better than you. And that is fundamentally racist. That is fundamentally a racist assumption to be making when you're just walking around in your daily life.
Especially considering that there are so many white people that just fail into positions.
Exactly.
Like, there are so many mediocre white dudes that do not deserve their job, who share a position with maybe a black person or a woman that worked so much harder than they ever had to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's complete nonsense. And these DEI policies, especially when they're like in corporate America, but sometimes when they're in the government, are band-aids on bullet wounds, right? They are attempting to resolve deep inequalities in our society to get people into positions that they were historically discriminated from. And to look at a black pilot or a woman pilot or whoever and think, oh, I feel unsafe, that's just bigotry. So much of right-wing politics is just finding more inventive ways to say slurs, more specifically the N-word. And I think this...
Wow. Donnie Boy and Elon Musk were taking your info at the Treasury. They kept using DEI to manipulate the people. Why? Because it made MAGA feel inferior that DEI, thinking it's just black people, was going to affect just black people, was happening. So MAGA ran with the DEI while the whole time Elon Musk was taking their info. In mine, in yours. DEI does not mean dumb. And if it's a black person, I guarantee you they went to school and got their master's, bachelor's, and etc. to have that position. While it's so much easier for the YT man to not even have their education and will get that position, as we have seen in his cabinet picks. Don't have the education, but they bowed down and kissed the ring to Donald Trump. So they got the position. Because Donnie Boy only want people in there that are yes people to him. They're going to bow down and kiss Donnie Boy's ring. So he brainwashed y'all with the DEI mess. Because Jasmine Crockett has several doctorates, anything you name, she has it. Bachelor's, master's, while her other components, their education can't sit with hers. Mace, her education cannot sit with Jasmine Crockett. She doesn't have the education. But she bowed down and kissed the ring to Donald Trump. She's a loyalist to Donald Trump. So when he speak DEI, pay that no mind, y'all. It's BS. Because those black people are highly educated. And those pilots went to pilot school and graduated. And they didn't get their licensing because they're black with low scores. I guarantee you a black person has to work 10 times harder than the white tee. Always. MAGA.
What is your prediction for 2025? Since it's Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year.
What do you think's going to happen? I think we're all bummed out with Trump.
This is what's going to happen. You ready?
Yeah.
White power.
You see that?
White power. White people are going to awaken. All right? And we're going to get back to our roots, the Bellamy salute. Go Google it. If you're offended by that, you wussies in the chat, go Google Bellamy salute and realize that we were doing this in America before the
And what they mean by white power? Because Donnie Boy, he think he gonna get black people back out in them fields. What they mean when they do that salute, the Hitler salute, they want to overpower black people. And it doesn't matter that you're more educated than them. They hate the fact that you went to school. They hate the fact that you're more educated than them. They hate your complexion. They hate everything about you. They hate you have outsmarted them and surpassed them in every form. So Donald Trump wants to break the black man and the brown man. YT don't care about you.
Careful who you let touch you. Watch this.
MAGA flag on my channel again.
You're trying to access it. You're trying. That's why you keep touching. But that's why I gave out my hand because I know regardless of whatever you're doing, you understand? I can already see in your eyes that you're playing. I'm telling you now. Witches and devils are.
Be careful who you let touch you. Watch this.
Be careful who touch you. Don't spend too much time shaking hands, hugging, unless they're your close loved ones. Be smarter than you ever been. In this time in life, you got to be smarter.
Some kind of way we beefing with the cartel, not me though, just y'all. I don't.
Donald Trump is.
And then Wig is shutting down the Department of Education.
Wig is Donald Trump.
Already worked this one. And then Eggs higher than Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa in the same room. I don't know what the hell we gonna do. And then Somebody was barbecuing California. I don't know what the hell going on over there, but everything was on fire. And then Beyonce announced another tour. Ma'am, this not even about you. How much the damn tickets, Beyonce? How much? And then Wig then fired the whole government. Everybody. Even the janitors took the mops while they was still mopping. And then Representative Nancy Mace told Representative Jasmine Crockett, we can take it outside. And then the chairman said, oh, she meant for coffee. You invite me outside, ho, you ain't getting coffee. And then Wig blamed DEI for all of the planes falling out of the sky, even though Elon Musk has allegedly been tampering with air traffic control. And then the farmer said, we ain't farming shit. Oh, McDonald had a farm, but we don't. So, yeah, we're going to be hungry. And then who is touching America's thermostat? Last week it was snowing and now everybody nipple sweat. And then some kind of way we beefing with the cartel, not me though, just y'all. I don't beef with them. And then we get shutting down the Department of Education. Y'all, the kids already weren't that smart. And then Eggs higher than Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa in the same room. I don't know what the hell we gonna do. And then somebody was barbecuing California. I don't know what the hell.
A lot of times for Black people to get our point across without getting our channel shut down, we have to have a sense of humor with what we want to get across. Everything he said, Wig, is Donald Trump. If y'all don't know, because when he don't wear that toupee, he look like a fool. Sparse hair. You better get you some Rogaine. Get you some Rogaine, Donnie. You look a fool. And I dare see him without that orange makeup. When I tell you that dude is so pale and oogly, he butt ugly. Not just oogly, Donald Trump is butt ugly without that orange makeup. When they show him out there golfing, Donald Trump is the most scariest looking man in the world. But he liked looking scary. Did you not see his photo for his presidency? He liked looking scary, but he scares no one but MAGA. He scares them into believing everything that he tells them. He don't scare me. Nobody scares me. And we had John F. Kennedy was a great man and how he addressed it equal rights that Donald Trump is removing daily with his BS. But what Donald Trump does, he like to write out bills for so many things every day, and he thinks it's overpowering you. You just file for his banana tailpipe. No, I believe in equal rights. And so does John F. Kennedy.
I'm not satisfied until every American enjoys his full constitutional rights. If a Negro baby is born, and this is true also of Puerto Ricans and Mexicans in some of our cities, he has about 1/2 as much chance to get through high school as a white baby. He has 1/3 as much chance to get through college as a white student. He has about 1/3 as much chance to be a professional man, about 1/2 as much chance to own a house. He has about 4 times as much chance that he'll be out of work in his life as the white baby. I think we can do better. I don't want the talents of any American to go to waste.
That ain't what Donald Trump wants. See, this man, Kennedy was a great president. Donald Trump's goal, is to break America. Oh, he don't like Black people, and he let it be known. He's been that way. But he used Black people as a stepping stone to get to where he is now. Now he cut your ass off. He don't want nothing to do with you, just used you. But JFK was about the people, no matter what race. He wanted to see us all succeed. But Donald Trump doesn't want to see you succeed, nor me succeed. But I'm God's child. I'm going to be all right. Trigger warning.
He has something he wants to say about school shootings. Here is his extra point.
Another high school shooting yesterday, this one in Florida, 17 dead, the last report I saw. And everybody sends their thoughts and prayers again because that works so well. This is the 18th high school shooting in America this year, and we have 10 and a half months to go. We've had 290 since 2013. We average about 1 a week, but there's just nothing we can do. If it was a Muslim or a Mexican doing the shooting, how many new laws and how much money would we spend then to stop the madness? But since it's almost always a white kid, there's just nothing we can do. America has 5% of the world's population, and yet 31% of the world's mass shootings. We're worried about people coming to this country. They should be worried about us going to theirs. Australia had 4 mass shootings between 87 and 96. They passed stricter gun laws and haven't had a single mass shooting since. And here I thought, guns don't kill, people do. Is this the people we are? Last time I said we need to find a way to stop a nut with a gun, and that's all I said. I get an email saying, I'm saving my last bullet to put it right between your eyes. Just another responsible gun owner in America, and I'm taking all bets he's a white guy.
Yep.
So there's just nothing we can do. I'm Dale Hansen. It's getting harder to enjoy the day.
Did you not hear this great news reporter that is a YT man let you know that his people are more dangerous than anybody, going into schools, hurting innocent children? And Donald Trump is taking away funding from education. He got money to go to the game, to the Super Bowl. They paid millions to Donald Trump, paid for him and his crew. The Air Force One, the tickets, security, over $7 million for that for Donald Trump. But you have no money to armor the schools properly and protect the American citizens' children. You have no funding to protect innocent children. And you're taking away, you, Donald Trump, taking away the funding for innocent children. Of course he don't care. His son is up in college in New York, getting the best education. Why should he care about you? He doesn't care. He don't even care about your children, and you voted for him. Flood the zone.
The zone. Hit, and keep it. It's momentum, because they're dumb and they're lazy. They can only focus on one thing at a time. All we have to do is flood.
That's what they think of you Americans.
We hit them with 3 things. They'll bite on one, and we'll get all of our stuff done. Bang, bang, bang. These guys will never be able to recover.
President Trump signs an executive order proclaiming February 9th as Gulf of America Day. Breaking, the White House is preparing an executive order to eliminate the Department of Education. Breaking, President Trump signs an executive order banning transgender athletes from participating in women's sports. President Donald Trump signs an executive order Monday to impose 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum. President Trump signs an executive order on Monday moving to reverse a federal push away from plastic straws, saying that paper straws don't work. It's President Trump's executive order aimed at ending birthright citizenship. You fucking tired yet? Because I'm motherfucking exhausted. That's the plan. In the short 3 weeks that he's been president, he's signed over 50 executive orders. And that's because on top of him just being
like I said, he hit you with so many things. What does paper straws have to do with your eggs, your high mortgages going up, gas going up higher and higher? What does it have to do with your living? Paper straws are actually healthier than plastic straws. But Donnie convinced his people, no, you'll be fine. Plastic straws is nothing. It saves money to go to him and his billionaire crew. Anything they're taking away from the American people gonna go to the billionaires. His cabinet that he picked. I honestly believe Trump wants you all without power and to be desolate. Listen. Destitute.
Did y'all peep that Canadian commercial right before the halftime show? The one where the Canadian government said, tell your president to stop playing with us with these tariffs or else y'all ain't gonna have no electricity. I know everybody was real focused on Kendrick turning Drake's TV off, but the Canadians said, we're gonna turn your lights off if y'all keep playing with us. I know y'all peeped that. They literally made an entire commercial about how America and Canada has worked together for so long to keep productivity up and electricity on, and that they want to keep the partnership going. I don't even understand what they were advertising in the commercial. The only thing I heard was, keep playing about these tariffs and see what happens. I low-key was waiting for them to sell us something in the commercial, or at least tell us to remember how beautiful Canada commercials. But I know Trump
they love to flag my channel.
Okay,
You can't stop God's greatness.
Order right now. Wait, but did y'all peep that Canadian commercial right before the halftime show? The one where the Canadian government said, tell your president to stop playing with us with these tariffs, or else y'all ain't gonna have no electricity. I know everybody was real focused on Kendrick turning Drake's TV off, but the Canadians said, we're going to...
As this young man has stated, if you missed it, then you missed it. Canada did a commercial during the Super Bowl. Canada supply a lot of the Americans with electrical power. Donald Trump keep playing in their face when they hold the key to your life right now. Because you won't have heat while it's cold. You can't cook your food. You'll be destitute. And he doesn't care. So what does Donald Trump do? He continue to play with Canada about those tariffs. But tariffs is going to hurt us, the American people. Us, the American people. As you see now, if you pay for something right now and it come in the mail, although you already paid taxes and paid your shipping and handling, it's happening to people, as I have showed y'all just recently. You have to pay a duty fee now, tariffs, to get your packet from UPS. When UPS bring it, a DHL, you got to pay even more money to get your package you already paid for. You pay for shipping and handling. You pay your taxes on that product. You still got to pay more of your hard-earned money. And that's supposed to support the American people. He told you, terrorist is a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful word. And you failed for it and voted for him. Yeah, you did. So, getting back to the Super Bowl and the great Kendrick Lamar, Black History Month.
Lamar's bell-bottom jeans from the Super Bowl halftime show are dividing the internet. Some people love them. Some people are saying they were too long. He's too short, whatever. Everybody has an opinion. What I don't see people talking about is the history and the symbolism of bell-bottom jeans and how this may have been a very intentional creative choice for this performance. Bell-bottoms were
hit the like button,
military
babies.
style. Here are Navy sailors from the 1800s wearing their bell-bottoms. These had a purpose. They were easier to take off in the water. They were easier to roll up in case they had to go into water. So these weren't like a fashion choice. These were utilitarian. In the mid-60s, military style became mainstream as a way to protest the Vietnam War. People were wearing bell-bottom jeans in America to express their discontent with politics, with the government, and with the way that society was heading. Bell-bottoms symbolized freedom, self-expression, counterculture, rebellion. This era was marked by activism, the women's rights movement, the civil rights movement, the anti-war movement, the Black Power movement. All of these movements were happening in the 60s. Even though bell-bottoms have fallen in and out of style over the years, they do have this historical association with speaking out against injustice and with activism. This show was a political statement. And Kendrick performed this show in front of the President of the United States. So I think these jeans may have been an intentional part of the creative narrative. In case you're wondering, the brand he wore, Celine. So if you want to go spend $1,200 on a pair of jeans, I mean, it's your money, not mine.
I don't advise you
this
to.
Photo. This is going to live on my phone. And when I'm feeling extra petty, I'm just going to start texting it out. Kendrick Lamar's bell-bottom jeans from the Super Bowl halftime show are
Learning history today. I didn't know there was a meaning behind bell-bottom jeans, but I do remember that the Black Panthers wore bell-bottom jeans a lot with their nice, beautiful afros. Yeah. Black History Month.
Stop and listen to me because this might be the most important video that I have ever made, and I really need your help getting it out there in a big way. So there is currently a bill that has already passed the House, is in the Senate, and this bill would essentially take away the right to vote for tens of millions of women. And before you say, no, you're exaggerating, that's not true, I encourage you to look it up yourself. It is called the SAVE Act. It is H.R. 8281. Now, at first glance, this sounds amazing. All they're trying to do is make sure that people who are voting in the elections are supposed to be here. They're U.S. citizens. They were born here. And while that's correct, here's how they're making sure you do it. If you're somebody who was born here, not naturalized, but born here, what's on your ID has to match what's on your original birth certificate.
Now, when women get married, what do a lot of them do? They change their name. And from everything that I've seen, there's nothing in this bill that gives special considerations to name changes, to court documents or marriage certificates. It's just what's on your original birth certificate. This would impact about 68.5 million women, which is more than 20% of the total U.S. population. But there are three things that you can do about this. One is you can call your legislators, your representatives, and your senators, but we've learned that that doesn't seem to really do a whole lot, although I'm not discouraging you from doing that. You can also vote. Midterms are coming up fairly soon, and you can vote anybody who voted for this, Democrat or Republican, out of office. The third thing that you can do is get this video out there. I feel like I've been being suppressed a lot lately, but by sharing this, it gives more people the information so that they can also be aware of this and hopefully just stop and listen to me, because this might be the most important video.
That's very important. Now, here we go again. Donald Trump having you spend more money. Yes, you got to spend more money again when he's supposed to be saving you money once he was voted in. Women, you got to spend more money because, hey, if your driver's license is different from your birth certificate, you just may not be able to vote. I won't have that problem. No, I would not. I would never change my last name, marriage or not. I would never do it. You better check into it because your vote counts. It didn't count in this last election because Elon made sure your vote did not count. Your vote counts. You are important. You are kings and queens in my chat. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And a way to resist is a new thing going on social media. Yes. The movement for the red lipstick. Go to my website. The link is in my bio. Purchase you some red lipstick and join the movement. The Red Lipstick Hustler brand is an organic lipstick brand from shea butter, grapeseed oil, coconut oil, etc. Get you some. This particular shade is romance. Join the movement. Resist Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Oh, Elon want to borrow my lipstick, y'all. Elania Musty, enjoy. Girl. The bottom and the top, Danny Boy and Elon Musty.
This is exactly why you do not comply with Donald Trump's illegal firings. Check this out. So Donald Trump tried to fire special counsel Hampton Dellinger. Hampton Dellinger investigates government misconduct. And as a special counsel, he has a 5-year term and can only be removed by cause. Dellinger has held this position since March 2024 after being nominated by President Biden and after his nomination was confirmed by the United States Senate. And so when Donald Trump tried to fire him, instead of saying, okay, he said, that's illegal. I am filing a lawsuit. By the way, if you like these updates, make sure you add the Midas Touch podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We have a brand new episode coming out in the morning that I know you're going to love. So Dellinger fought back. What are the results? Well, we're just getting this in right now. A federal judge has ordered Dellinger's reinstatement as the special counsel of the Office of Special Counsel through midnight on February 13th in an administrative stay pending litigation over his firing. Judge Amy Berman Jackson, the judge in the case, said that the defendants, meaning the Trump White House, may not deny Dellinger access to the resources or materials of that office or recognize the authority of any other person as special counsel. So now we will continue to watch how this plays out, but because Dellinger fought...
we'll continue to watch, but they have been bullying these people, pushing them out. And that's what a president does? I don't think so. But that's what this one does. He bullies people. A big bully. That let you know in school he was the one getting bullied. Now he has some kind of power. He's bullying everyone. Everyone. The American people, Congress. He even trying to go take a whole nother country. He's a bully. Donald J. Trump is a bully. One moment, please. This particular topic right now is going to be about the Democratic leader, Hakeem Jeffries. I think he's been listening to Nancy Pelosi just too much, that it is overshadowing what good he could do for us American people, that he is doubting himself, and it was recorded and put out for us to hear. Right now, I believe that Jasmine Crockett needs to take his position. He's not helping us anymore. Although I love and admire him, he is my black brother. But we need somebody with a backbone. She needs to be first chairman for that, Jasmine Crockett, and then the AOC. Women handle things better than men. That's why this country would have been ran better under VP Kamala Harris. Yes, it would have. Right now, America's a train wreck that's crashing every day. Hold on, I want to make sure commercial don't come on.
Struggling, trying to get back into the swing of things, of talking about what's going on politically with these politicians, what policies are being implemented, connecting dots. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, but for whatever reason, it's hard. I'm trying to move on from the I told you so videos and really get focused, because 2026 will soon be here. But I'm struggling. With that said, I want to talk about this video clip that is going around with Hakeem Jeffries. And it makes him look kind of weak. It makes him look like he has no clue in how to proceed. And so I noticed that it's a small clip from a press conference that he gave. If you don't know, Hakeem Jeffries gives weekly press conferences on what the Democrats are doing, how they are trying to work with Republicans. That is the moment where he pretty much breaks down what Republicans are saying, what's true, what's not true, where Democrats stand, this, that, and the other, right? And so when I saw this viral clip going around, I wanted to go and find the press conference so I can get the full context of what it is that he's saying and why he is saying it. And I want to share, I found it. I want to share it with you. I want you to get the full context of this statement, why it's being said, and how the context of what he is saying fits into what is happening up in Congress.
The next key leverage point you all have with the shutdown. To what extent are Democrats willing to withhold votes or argument about the mandate withstanding, but withhold votes to avoid a government shutdown, and what do you need in exchange? In particular, when it comes to, do you see this as an opportunity to try to stop Musk or
I appreciate the question, Kevin, but I'm trying to figure out what leverage we actually have. What leverage do we have? Republicans have repeatedly lectured America. They control the House, the Senate, and the presidency. It's their government. What leverage do we have? We are going to try to find bipartisan common ground on any issue. We will work with anyone in this town to get things done for the American people, to lower the high cost of living, secure the border, and keep our communities safe while defending dreamers, farm workers, and families at the same time. We have repeatedly made that clear. But Republicans have decided to go it alone. That's what the budget reconciliation process is all about. And so we're ready, willing, and able to work with our Republican colleagues and the current administration, as I have repeatedly stated, on any issue in order to make life better for the American people. That's why we're here. beginning. There's a season to govern and a season to campaign. We are in the governing season. And so we're ready to work together on any issue. But I'm also confused about the leverage that we allegedly have in the face of such an overwhelming mandate that was given to Republicans by the American people, according to them.
So when you see that small clip from the full statement of what Hakeem Jeffries says, you can tell that that one small clip is being put out there to make Hakeem Jeffries look weak. Now you know, I don't jump for joy when I see Hakeem Jeffries, right? I am calling for Hakeem Jeffries to step down.
Yes,
and
step
I want
down.
Jasmine Crockett in that position. I want the second to him, I want her to step down, and I want AOC in that position. But when I see statements like that going viral with the intention of trying to make this black man look weak, yeah, I couldn't let that slide. I had to go out.
I agree with everything that she's saying, but I like to be honest with my people on my channel. I'm all for the black man, but you don't never lay your cards down and let them hear you say what you said. You never lay your cards down, because let me tell you what the Republicans doing. Donald Trump doing. He just do what he want to do. He ain't letting, we know he's a dog. He gonna do what he want to do anyway. A criminal. We know that. But he just out there putting it out there. You went out there and just laid it out that you're weak. Don't you ever do that again. You should never, especially as a black man, because they're already putting the narrative out there that black men are weaker. When we know Hakeem is more educated than Donald Trump, probably even Elon Musk. But that doesn't matter when you get out there and pretty much have said you're weak. I'd be damned. I would have said that stuff that he said. I would have said we're going to have to strategize, the Democrats and I. Although the Republicans don't want to work with us, but we're willing to work with them. I would have made the Republicans look bad before I would have made myself look weak. Democrats, get some effing backbone real quick. The American people are counting on you. We already have been let down by Donald Trump and his MAGA Republicans. They have scrubbed the USA of their rights. We are depending on you. Nancy Pelosi, I love you and I don't brag on you a lot, but this is the time when you need to just sit back and be quiet and let that man be a black man. Because he's falling under orders of you. He is not handling the business of the Democrats. He's under your wings and he has been weakened under the YT woman. Start having pillow talk with your wife, Hakeem. Because you need to get it together. You never let them see you sweat. You should have never said what you said. Now you gave them more ammunition than they have ever had. Get some Malcolm X in you, okay? Although Martin Luther King was a great man, but you need some Malcolm X in you. Open up a can of whip ass and pull out that knowledge that's going to get you ahead. Never let them see you sweat. I'm going to show y'all something from the other night at the Super Bowl. Oh, Donnie boy. Let me go back to this for just a moment. Okay. I got to find the exact spot I want to play for you all, okay?
The most affordable
12-month GLP-1 program.
When this commercial goes off, we're going to go right to it. Just a moment. Thank you. Hit that like button, please. I appreciate each and every last one of you beautiful kings and queens. Please hit the like button.
Donald Trump just got quite the unpleasant.
Hold on, y'all. I got to find the exact spot.
And that the Gulf of Mexico is now the Gulf.
President's executive order.
That's not it. Bear with me, beautiful people. But I want y'all to see. We're going to let it play, then we're going to get to it, okay?
So, yeah, it's clear that Trump is having a hard time, and he's definitely not liking that the NFL and Super Bowl are getting a lot more attention than his Gulf of America announcement. But that's not all. When Trump arrived at the Super Bowl, he was greeted with quite an unpleasant surprise, because he was booed by the stadium, and we all know that that's the one thing he absolutely despises. Now, it's quite hard to hear because that clip isn't very good, but there are people online backing up the fact that Trump just got booed. And it wasn't just at the Super Bowl either. A lot of people at bars are reporting that he got booed there as well. Trump just got booed big time, and I'm loving it. A lot of people booed Trump when he showed up at the game. The whole bar just booed Trump when he came on screen. Just booed Trump at the sports bar. The whole bar just booed Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not having a good day today, and it's clear that he wants all of the attention and throws a fit when he doesn't get it. He's a sad man who only lives for himself, and how people thought that that kind of person would make a good president is beyond me.
It's beyond me too. Be sure to subscribe to Occupy Democrats on YouTube. That's right, Occupy Democrats, and subscribe to Midas Touch Network. You won't regret it. Trump with this Gaza mess again. He just won't stop. He's embarrassing us in front of a whole nother leader of another country. Whew, it's getting worse every day. Fix it, Jesus. That's all I can say. Fix it, Jesus. Dear God.
Look at the face of King Abdullah of Jordan sitting in the Oval Office with Donald Trump as he grimaces, as Donald Trump talks about how he wants to just take over Gaza. Donald Trump no longer even says that he wants to buy it. He says, under the power and authority of the U.S., we're just going to take Gaza. And you have the King of Jordan there grimacing. Look at Donald Trump's face. Donald Trump is just painted orange as he's making these horrific statements about ethnic cleansing. I literally did a contrast to the color palette. You can see his face is orange. Here is Donald Trump saying we're not even going to have to buy Gaza. We're just going to just take it. We're going to take it. Here, play this clip.
I really think we're making some very good progress.
Mr. President, you said before that the U.S. would buy Gaza, and today you just said we're not going to buy Gaza.
We're not going to have to buy. We're going to have Gaza. We don't have to buy. There's nothing to buy. We will have Gaza.
What is that?
No reason to buy. There is nothing to buy. It's Gaza. It's a war-torn area. We're going to take it. We're going to hold it. We're going to cherish it. We're going to get it going eventually, where a lot of jobs are going to be created for the people in the Middle East. It's going to be for the people in the Middle East, but I think it could be a diamond. It could be an absolute tremendous asset for the Middle East. And you're going to have peace. It's going to bring peace in the Middle East. Gaza.
So as our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, explains, while meeting with King of Jordan and the visibly uncomfortable Marco Rubio, Trump now changes his position from yesterday and says the U.S. is not going to buy Gaza. We're just going to take it. Quote, we're going to take it, we're going to hold it, and we're going to cherish it. The reporter then asks, under what authority? Listen to what Donald Trump says here. Let's play it.
States was something that we're going to talk about later to discuss all these options.
And Mr. President, take it under what authority? It is sovereign territory.
Under the U.S. authority.
Mr. President.
Then the reporter says, what if they don't want to leave? What's going to happen? Here, play this clip.
That rule those countries with big hearts, and this gentleman is at the top of the list.
And if they don't want to leave, how are you going to force them, Mr. President?
Oh, they're going to be great. They're going to be very happy.
Can you let me just show you here what Jordan's King Abdullah II is saying right here. He's like, look, we can take back 2,000 Gazans' kids, maybe who have cancer, who are seriously injured, but we have to focus on what's in the interest of Jordan and the region. And he's trying to speak diplomatically, but he's there with orange-faced Donald Trump in the Oval Office, who's talking about conquering Gaza, which would literally create a massive Middle East war of proportions we haven't seen in centuries. Take a look at what King Abdullah says, and look how visibly uncomfortable he is, how uncomfortable Rubio looks. Here, play this clip.
Mr. President, many people in the region, especially Jordan, are worried about the annexation of the West Bank. Will you give His Majesty the King guarantee that you won't allow Israel to annex the West Bank? And how are you going to?
I think that's going to work out very well. That's not really what we're talking about today. I think that's something that's going to work out automatically, and it's in good shape. And we discussed it. Other people have discussed it with us and with me. That's going to work out. West Bank is going to work out very well.
Mr. President, why should the king take in the Palestinian people? He's made clear he doesn't want to.
Well, I don't know, but he may have just something to say because we discussed just briefly. I think maybe you want to say it now, or
well, Mr. President, I think we have to keep in mind that there is a plan from Egypt and the Arab countries. We're being invited by Mohammed bin Salman to discussions in Riyadh. I think the point is how do we make this work in a way that is good for everybody? Right. Obviously, we have to look at the best interests of the United States, of the people in the region, especially to my people of Jordan. And we're going to have some interesting discussions today. I think one of the things that we can do right away is take 2,000 children that are either cancer children or...
I'm just going to get straight to it, y'all. Egypt has already said they are not entertaining Donald Trump taking Gaza. That's what Egypt has already said. They're not entertaining that. Hit that like button, please. I know, all praise to y'all. I was wondering as well, King, why was he kept blinking like that? But I'm not going to judge because he's a much older man. And as you get older, I'm a woman that's 51. Things start happening that you don't even think going to happen. Trust me. I haven't worn makeup in days because of I'm experiencing adult acne because of my hormones at 51. So I haven't been putting on a foundation, powder, any of that because I got to clear my skin back up because it's breaking out. That comes from hormones at 51 years old. So at that man's age, it's a lot going to go wrong. So just thank God you're doing good, okay? King Ray said, wash your face. I wash my face daily. Wash your ass, okay? How about that? Act like a king if I gave you that title. Lady Queen Sparkle says, Queen Lady Sparkle says, smooth. Wanda, did he pay your bills? I don't know what that's about. Queen Melissa says, yes, it does. What do you think inflation is? We are experiencing inflation. It's going to get worse under Donald Trump. Coffee says, she said, Kangs, everybody drink. Kangs, kings, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Yes, whatever you want to call it. It's all right with me. King Buddha says, crackhead. I know you come from a crackhead mama. Yes, you did. Yeah. Tell her to fix her wig. Straighten it up, baby. I don't have to wear a wig. It's all my hair. My hair was down to my butt and I cut it and it's still long. Go jump in the ocean somewhere. And no, go jump in Donald Trump pissy depends where you belong. Queen D, lady says he. King CJ's laughing and giving me some love. Thank you for the love. You are appreciated, King. Yes. BP Slick, lonely old lady. Honey, I'm not lonely and I ain't old, honey. I'm 51. I look better than your mama, your sister, your aunt, your cousin, whoever and ever. All of them. I bet you ain't got no wrinkles. You blind white monkey. Okay. Queen Donna said, keep saying the truth. The truth hurts people. Oh, baby. Thank you, Queen Donna. It hurts. It does. And that's why they come in here and harass a woman every day. And it's so sad that white men, because of Donald Trump has empowered them to think it's okay to bully women, white men come in my chat every day and harass the beautiful black woman that they think about and go in the bathroom with their Vaseline and get off. Thinking about. Wishing they can take their little lips and press against my beautiful thick red lips that God gave me, they want to lick them, lick my teeth. But you can't. Your wife has no lips. Well, she might got fillers. Mine are mine. From Jesus Christ. Yeah, Black Jesus. Fuck with me if you want to. I'm gonna hurt your feelings. Elon Musk. That's what we finna talk about right quick. Elon Musk. The one that got hair plugs. The one that had his face reconstruction. The one that had a big old fat gut. Did he get liposuction? I believe he did, in my opinion. Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, you may have illegally seized power over the financial payment systems of the United States Department of Treasury, but you don't control the money of the American people. The United States Congress does that.
Our next guest, Democratic Congressman Jamie Raskin of Maryland, says he has a new legal theory for how Americans can sue Elon Musk. Congressman Raskin joins us now.
Welcome, Congressman. I'm loving this theory. It's very interesting take. Explain it to us, how citizens can sue Elon Musk and Doge, and how 18 U.S. Code 1030 can be applied.
So the first thing to understand, Michael, is we are winning in the courts. And people need to understand that. Judge Gia Cobb in the district court in the District of Columbia just halted their efforts to out thousands, I think 6,000 FBI agents across the country for their involvement in prosecuting January 6th. Judge Kolar Kateli shut down the raid on the Treasury Department. And so the courts are doing their job. I've been at rallies all week because, a rally a day keeps the fascists away. But it was bugging me that these guys, Elon Musk's, midnight fascist crew of teenagers and 20-somethings have been able to access everybody's computer data in the country. And that's why a lot of the courts are getting involved. But it was killing me because I wanted to spend some time with the statutes. And so this weekend, I've been looking in the statutes, and one of them, which is getting to be in contest now, is called the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act of 1986. It was actually pushed by Ronald Reagan, who at Camp David had seen the movie War Games and got very concerned about the security of government computers. And he, with Congress, pushed for a statute to make it a crime to on an unauthorized basis to obtain other people's information and then distribute it. And there have been tons of criminal prosecutions on that. But if you read the statute, there's also a private right of action. So if you are a citizen and you can integrate this with taxpayer privacy data statutes, if you are a citizen whose private data has been compromised through a breach of government computers, you can actually sue for damages. So what I'm thinking about and talking to my friends at Democracy Defenders and other lawyers about is, could there be a nationwide class action lawsuit to follow up on last week's victories against Musk, against the Trump administration for this breach in computer security and the data of all American taxpayers? It could be a class action suit on behalf of all Americans. If the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers want to opt out and they don't want their part of the money for the contamination of their data, fine, they can opt out. But really, it's a suit on behalf of everybody because that's our information. It doesn't belong to Elon Musk or his little midnight crew. It belongs to the people, and the government has to hold it in trust. Now, there's specific statutes which say that information can only be accessed for tax purposes, for the purposes of the internal revenue system, and for no other purposes. What are they using that information for?
Can I just say, Congressman Chairman, I made a decision not to go to law school, and somehow you have me reading U.S. code on a Sunday morning.
It's a good day. We need that.
Thank you. Thank you for the free education. I mean, what's interesting to me is the nobody elected Elon Musk Act that you and your colleagues are putting forward. It's one of several pieces of legislation promoted by Democrats to try to hold Elon Musk accountable. Here's the question. Have any of your Republican colleagues showed any interest in joining you in this effort toward accountability?
No, at this point, they're either out there cheerleading for Elon Musk, or more and more of them are getting real quiet because they see the public does not like this. The public does not like the idea that a guy who would not even be constitutionally eligible to run for president is acting as president. A guy who, if he were president, would be impeached immediately because he's taking billions of dollars in foreign government emoluments from all over the world. And some people have actually been talking about impeaching President Elon Musk right now, on the theory that he's usurped the powers of the presidency. So I think a lot of the Republicans are just going to wait and see which way this goes. You know that there are a lot of very right-wing MAGA Republicans like Steve Bannon who are completely opposed to Elon Musk and what he's doing. Bannon has called him a truly evil person. And Laura Loomer,
I'm just going to stop it right there, y'all, because Elon is not the only evil one in this. Trump is evil too. So Bannon, are you leaving Trump out of this when he is the most evil in the United States right now? Has a personal vendetta against black and brown people? So you're going to leave him out of it? Save it. Don't listen to Bannon black people. Brown people don't listen to him, okay? It doesn't benefit you. But what I'm going to tell MAGA what's going to benefit them, because they come in my chat, want to start a war with me every day. But I'm about to let a grenade out on you. You will be a lot smarter if you come out from under Donald Trump's sweaty, stinking, pissy depends balls before you come in my chat. Your brain will work a lot faster if you decide to never come back. I would hate to let a grenade out on you in your pants. Then you're going to have to wear some pissy depends like Donald Trump. So come in my chat and behave. And you claim you're a Christian. I don't think you are. Because you worship Donald Trump instead of Jesus Christ. So your best bet is just not to come back. So you don't have to suffer this attack. Because what I would do, I would take your balls and squeeze them ugly, wrinkled, pale balls till you can't fucking ever breathe again. Stay the fuck away from my channel. I don't need your raggedy ass. And I warn your wife to keep her wrinkled ass off and over here too. I don't do Botox, bitch. Stay your wrinkled, pale monkey asses off and over here if you don't like my channel. Because I will fuck you up with my words. And I'm trying to be very careful with my words right now because I could say a lot worse. I don't need you over here with your bullshit every day. You have no life, so you come over here every day to fuck with me. Well, I'm going to fuck with you in the worst way. You don't want to know how. So take your monkey pale asses back to the Caucasus Mountains before I stump you like the roach you are. Have you ever seen a white roach? I have. They're ugly when you smush them. The ugliest roaches ever seen. They're crawling between rocks in the mountains. Take your ass back to where you come from. Up in those North Carolina mountains. And stop fucking with me, a black woman that will fuck you up daily and give it to you with no Vaseline. Go back to your king, your savior, Donald Trump, and continue to suck on his balls. And what your wife don't know, you got a transsexual you be seeing on the side. So you wives listen very carefully about your white husbands. They're bisexual. They sneak off with white transsexuals that wear blonde wigs like jdvance. Stop fucking with me before I fuck you up with no Vaseline. And white women, you need my beauty guide. Then you won't have to worry about all those wrinkles. Because this 51-year-old face don't have a wrinkle, and I'm not using a filter. Not one wrinkle at 51. I don't get Botox, and I definitely don't get fillers. So you need to buy my beauty guide. Hit that link in my bio. You need all the help you can get. And stop doing all that other shit that ain't healthy. This is a beauty guide for organic stuff. Not stuff you got to buy on the counter. Stuff you probably can just take right out of your refrigerator. Also, eat more fruits and vegetables and drink some water like me, the black woman, sitting here telling you what's right for your skin, that's 51 years old, don't have any wrinkles. Drink water like me. And you will look young too. And do some squats, because your ass is too flat, YT woman. Do some squats. And probably eat some bread for a while, because you're not eating. Your legs shouldn't be as small as my arm. Eat a little bit more. Drink some water. Buy my beauty guide so you can learn organic things to help you with your wrinkles in your face. Y'all stay brave now. Fight back. Wear your red lipstick daily. Like me. Join me on the movement. The red lipstick movement. Where women are so powerful, we are whipping up on Donald Trump and his people. They ain't ready for us. Ha! We bad. Women are the best people on this earth. You won't go wrong with a woman. God bless America. Thank you guys for watching my channel. By all you beautiful kings and queens. I love you, Teal. I love you, Vera. And who else in here? That's my moderator. I love you guys. Enjoy your evening. God bless. Bye.